Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets' Nest for what may be an abbreviated senior night here for the Westfield Hornets and the Piedmont Cougars. With the recent outbreak of the coronavirus, the GISA has suspended all athletic competition until, I believe it was April the 10th.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, just until this outbreak passes, but it may go even longer than that, so this may or may not be the last baseball game of the year, and Westfield acting accordingly by having a senior night performance here just before the start of this game. But none of that really matters right now as Westfield gets set to take on Piedmont here. I am Brant Daughtry, being joined by Brett Taylor here in the Cougars' Nest, and we're going to take you right into the starting lineups.
So we'll take a quick look at Westfield's starting lineups. As you see on the screen, leading off tonight, I'd like to thank Sonova Securities for sponsoring our starting lineups. Leading off tonight for the Hornets will be number 14, the shortstop, Hunter Spence. Batting second, number 4, the left fielder, Daniel Smith. Batting third, number 2, the catcher, Michael Fitzpatrick. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, number 8, James Hayes. He's playing third base tonight. The first baseman batting in the 5 spot, number 10, Matt Huckabee. Center fielder, number 6, Travis McDonald, is batting 6th. Batting 7th will be number 5, Gray Brandon, the right fielder. DHing for the starting pitcher, number 13, Hunter Hancock, will be number 40, Garrett Doles, and he'll be batting in the 8th spot. And batting in the 9th spot tonight will be number 28, second baseman, Zane Childrey. So those are the starters for the Hornets. And Brant will give you these starters, brought to you by Sonova Securities for the Piedmont Cougars.
I certainly will. So leading off will be the pitcher, Tate Marks. Batting second, the center fielder, Cameron Mobley. Playing first base, Zach Spivey. Batting fourth and playing catcher, Caleb Coffey. Batting fifth, playing right field, Owen Brody. Batting sixth, playing third base, is Jacob Ferguson. Batting seventh and playing second, Brady Anderson. Batting eighth and playing left field, David Bishop. And rounding out the order, the shortstop, John Reasoner. So we will go to the top of the order. Number 6, Tate Marks, leading things off here. He's also going to get the start on the hill, like I said earlier. That one way outside, gets away from the senior Hunter Hancock. Like I said earlier, all these seniors, this may or may not be their last baseball game in a high school uniform. A couple of them moving on, a couple of athletes signed, I believe it was Thursday.
Yeah.
To where they were headed.
I think 4 chose college destinations, as there's a strike inside from Hunter Hancock. So 1-1 the count. But, yeah, you're right, Brant. Exciting times for the seniors, but they don't want to see it end this quickly. As we've got 2 full months of the season left, as that one's grounded out to short. And a good play right there by Hunter Spence. Throw on to Matt Huckabee at first, and he gets the first out of the first inning here.
Yep, sharp grounder, but right to the shortstop. I don't think he had to move very far.
No, just a really good, easy hop to handle there. A little bit hard hit, but still about chest high, and put his glove out there, made the catch, and threw on to first.
Cameron Mobley, a left-hander, going to come up now. He fouls off the first pitch.
That one's fouled away. But like you said, obviously everyone around the state of Georgia and then also throughout the country taking precautions. Lots of sporting events being canceled, moved, or postponed to later dates, depending on circumstances. So
yeah, the Masters being the latest thing to get moved. I saw it has been postponed. That one inside almost hit Mobley.
Yeah, it's interesting. We were talking up here before during the JV game how you'd almost think it'd be an all-or-nothing thing at this point, but in terms of sports, it pretty much has been, but it's kind of been spotty as to what's canceling and what's not. I'm sure people are still just trying to get the bearings of the situation and whatnot, but I think by next Monday they'll probably have a good idea about how long this thing's going to last, honestly.
1-2 count on the way, grounded. That's going to get right through the hole. That'll be a seeing eye single for Mobley.
Yeah, just a nice piece of hitting there. A little change up. He just pulled his hands inside and took it to right field. So runner on first base with one out.
Number 15, Zach Spivey.
You got the first baseman coming up to bat. Employing the second camera look. It's the first time we've done that this year. I know you tried to do it last, was it Monday or Tuesday of this week?
I believe it was last Friday.
No, last Friday. You're right. Time is
that one
by.
thrown high.
But yeah, we got it out there tonight, so hopefully we'll get some good shots with it as well. And unfortunately, we won't be able to use it for a while, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's no one's really happy about it, but it is the right thing to do. Double play ball, possibly. James Hayes flips to second. Good stop by Huckabee, but it pulled him off the bag, so takes care of the runner at second, fielder's choice.
Yeah, Huckabee, unfortunately, is not that tall to catch that ball, but Hunter Hancock doing a good job pitching in contact so far.
Yep.
Number 13, Caleb Coffey.
So what you want, I mean, I've always said at the high school level, you don't find a whole lot of teams that are going to kill you if you throw strikes.
Mm-hmm. Just let them get themselves out.
Exactly.
So Zach Spivey going to come up with 2 outs, and he looks at a strike one right down the middle.
It's that's been a problem that Hunter Hancock has struggled with at times as far as location, but he's doing a good job here tonight, peppering the strike zone. Let's hope that continues for the Hornets.
That one launched into left field. Daniel Smith going to come in for it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So no one really threatens, but one left and one hit. We will go to the bottom of the first here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network, 0-0.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' nest, getting ready to start the bottom of the first quarter. Leading off for Hornets will be Hunter Spence. He will be followed by Daniel Smith and Michael Fitzpatrick. So top of the order coming up. Tate Marks going to get the start on the hill today for the Cougars.
First quarter, huh?
Did I say first quarter?
You got football in the brain.
First inning, I guess I do. It's the only thing that hasn't changed so far.
Well, I was about to say that.
The SEC has officially canceled spring practices for the next couple of weeks.
Well, most schools had stepped out and done that anyways. I know Michigan, Ohio State had, but for the while there, the state of Alabama was was one of the last 6 or 7 states that didn't have any cases of the virus.
Well, did they not have any, or were they just not?
Well, that's true. So.
That's kind of the story that I have heard is that Alabama was one of the last to get behind testing, and once they did, they found a case pretty quickly. But the fact is, it's everywhere right now. I mean, I heard there was someone up in Macon who has it, so pretty close to home there. So, and if we keep harping on it, I'm sorry, but it's everywhere right now. You can't not talk about it because it's affecting everything. Because like we said at the top of this broadcast, if you're just now joining us, this could very well be the last baseball game of the year.
I renamed it the Charmin Ultra Soft vid of 2019 or 2020.
So Hunter Spence is up, and he looks at a ball high.
Tate Marks throws pretty hard, at least if that first pitch is any indication.
That one grounded, shortstop getting over to it. Flip to first, a little high, but he gets back down. Yep. And that'll take care of Spence.
Good job of coming right back down onto the bag by the first baseman.
Number 4, Daniel Smith.
So Daniel Smith going to come up. I don't know how it was when you have watched them when I was not here, Brett, but it seemed in the game
when you were not here.
Yeah, when you were here.
The
and
first
I was
game.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah, the first game. It seems like the top of this order has struggled just a little bit for the Hornets. Daniel Smith with a get off me swing.
Well, I would definitely say in the game that I watched against Heritage that pretty much the whole lineup struggled, other than, a couple of hitters. I mean, I think Mikey had a hit. James Hayes had a couple, maybe.
Curveball overcooked it, and it goes outside.
But, Westfield hit the ball hard. I thought Westfield probably from top to bottom in that game hit the ball harder than Heritage. Heritage had a couple guys at the top of the lineup that just could really move. And the guy that led off, I think he was the leadoff, he was a really good player, and he hit the ball pretty hard. But, I just think they were trying to feel their way into the new year. And unfortunately, that'll kind of be halted, as we mentioned earlier. But Daniel Smith fighting that one off there.
1-2 count here. Daniels fouled off 3 pitches in this at bat.
The thing that I liked about the first game for Westfield, their pitchers just, to me, pitched pretty well. I mean,
that one slapped. Shortstop's going to take care of that.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about that one. You hit it pretty hard for where it was pitched. This pitch going to the outside off speed, you hit it line drive at the shortstop. Just try to keep swinging the bat and hitting the ball hard.
So Big Mike going to come up, and he was the tying run the last time we were out here.
I saw that.
Strike called on the outside corner. Yeah, the hero of that game, the man in the batter's box right now, James Hayes, crushed a 3-run homer to walk it off. And the last time we were out here at the Hornets Nest, or the last time I was out here, you were busy taking care of your newborn.
Yeah, and we had a thing that we went to at church as well. So, But yeah, that was it's been a busy last few weeks, and then now this kind of hits worldwide, and we got a new one at the house. So obviously you're concerned, no matter who it is, but we're extra concerned about trying to make sure everything's taken care of. That ball must have been low.
Yeah, that's what I think the umpire said. But either way, they're pitching very carefully to Mikey, and can't say I blame him. You've seen that a lot this year. That one inside, so Mikey draws a 5-pitch walk. He will head to first, and James Hayes, the third baseman, will come up and try to move him over or bring him in or do what he did last time and just crank one over that right field fence.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? The youngster has been really doing it all for Westfield lately, and a great piece of hitting in that clutch situation against FPD last Friday.
Yep. Only a freshman, so he's got a lot of baseball in high school left ahead of him, but I believe I have read he is committed to UGA to play baseball. I believe I read that somewhere. He fouls that first pitch off. But either way, he's
depending
already
on how
got a couple of offers. So
yeah, depending on how things go, he may end up being a prospect as far as the draft goes. So you never know with baseball prospects if they're going to go to college or if they're going to go into the draft, depending on how high they're going to be. We saw that with Cole Brandon a couple of years ago. He was committed for the most part of his high school career to Georgia Southern, and he ended up going, and I think he was drafted in the second round of the MLB. So
1-1 here to Hayes. Looks at one.
The thing that's so impressive about James,
count.
He can play multiple positions in the infield. He pitches, obviously, very well. He's probably Westfield's most consistent starter, and he's great at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mikey's caught in a rundown, and that's not who you want in the rundown. Oh, and he dropped the ball, and he's going to slide in safe. It gets thrown into center field.
Oh, he could beat him to third. Oh,
nope.
The third baseman wasn't there.
Yep. Kind of a smart move, but either way, Mikey, on an error, reaches second base, so that takes away the force play, if nothing else. Pickoff worked to perfection. Mikey had no choice but to take off for second and made that rundown last long enough to where he made somebody make a mistake. Now the old daylight play, maybe. That one way outside to Hayes. That shortstop's creeping over there.
Got a few fans out there in left field with their cars backed up.
It's one of the best places to watch baseball game from. That one slapped. It's going to go right to first base. Hayes in a foot race, and
Safe.
he made it. Let's see where they call it. Mikey's coming home. He slides in. He's safe.
Yeah, he was definitely safe at first.
Yep. So Mikey comes in. A smart base running there. Running off contact, and Hayes with a single.
First baseman, number 10, Matt.
And Westfield leads 1-0. So now Huckabee, a young man with some power, with a chance to extend the lead even more. Many things that
Good song.
I wanna say. It is.
It looks like the head coach for Piedmont gonna try to calm his Cougars down.
Mm-hmm. Who sings that? Is that Journey?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Little bit older, I just wanna use your love. I don't know.
Tonight.
It's not REO, I don't think.
Google it. Yeah, Huckabee just pacing down that third baseline and coming back, and now the huddle will break, and
Says song by The Outfield. Never heard of them.
the outfield, huh? One-hit wonder, perhaps.
Maybe.
We'll get back to that discography at a break. But for right now, Huckabee coming up to bat with a man on first and a run already in.
We probably heard a lot of their songs. I just don't.
Fouls that first one off. 0-1.
I was talking to Mr. McDonald to our left, who runs a scoreboard here, and saying, you know, coming back after this break, man, almost playing this game seems like it won't even help them through the season because they'll have such a long break. But he informed me that as long as school's in for Westfield, only the athletics are affected as far as being suspended so they can practice a few times during the week as long as school's in. So they'll be able to practice.
So they have not canceled school here.
Not yet.
All right, that one bounces up to the plate. Hayes going to take off, and he makes it standing up as the ball gets away from the catcher.
So I think as long as school stays in session, that Coach Fitzpatrick is planning on them practicing a few times. Maybe not extended practices, but, you know, enough to try to keep in, you know, baseball shape, if you will. But that may change based on, you know, if there's any cases reported in the Houston County area.
Right, that pitch also gets away. That time wild, and Hayes will trot over to third.
I think from all the stuff that I've read and ingested over the last week, the good thing, because that's what it's almost been like, drinking from a fire hose when it comes to this stuff. For all the stuff I've read, the good thing about this age is really that they haven't been adversely affected by the illness if they contracted.
Yeah, I believe it's somewhere between. I believe the bracket is 15 to 60. I believe the survival rate is like something like 99.5%. That one catches the outside corner, 2-2. Man at third, Huckabee only has to get it out of the infield, and, well, I should just say he only has to hit a single, and Hayes will have a run. Westfield extending this lead, hopefully. That one will do. Plops right into right field. Hayes is going to trot in, and Huckabee with a single and an RBI.
Good piece of hitting there. Just kind of went down and dug that out. And Westfield on top, 2-0.
Yep. Both of these runs coming with 2 outs. So Travis McDonald, another one of these Westfield seniors with a chance. He hit into a very controversial fly out to the outfield in that last game. We saw some dispute over whether or not the center fielder actually caught it, but it ended up he did get out, but he was able to move a runner over, and it helped the Hornets win.
What did Bobbert say?
What did Bob say? Neither Bob or I was able to see the play.
Yeah,
it's hard. It was way out there, right in front of that batter's eye.
Yeah, that's really probably the only people in the stand or in the stadium, if you will, baseball field.
Complex.
They can see it. Is that second base umpire and probably the second baseman looking out? Was it running in?
No, it was running out actually.
Oh.
So I certainly couldn't tell, and You know, I'm not sure anybody knows other than that center fielder for sure.
A lot of times they don't even know.
He certainly said he did. That went high and inside a little bit. Now a 3-1 here to Travis.
Well, the good thing about Travis is if he gets the ball in the gaps, he can pretty much run for days.
Oh, yeah, he's got speed, and he's got
speed to burn.
Well, the problem is he's got Huckabee in front of him, and Huckabee's not exactly slow, but Travis is a lot faster. That one on the outside, I guess. Thought that one was in there, but Travis draws a walk, and that'll bring up Gray Brannon.
I like his bat.
I got some great memories to this song.
I like that color scheme on the bat, that orange with a graphite look and the white.
It's kind of interesting. Your pitcher's glove can't be a certain color, or you can't have certain bands on that are certain colors. It's interesting to me that they allow a bright orange bat.
Well, I guess if the batter's swinging it doesn't distract him. So that's really what the
big cut for Brannon. Comes up empty, 1-1.
I'm surprised. Well, I guess having a big solid thing, I was going to say I'm surprised they let you wear white pants like that, but
that one in their first strike, 1-2.
I think the white is what people are worried about, because if you pick up and think that it's like a second ball or that it's the ball coming when it's really not, I don't know.
That one thrown way high. Even count. Deuces Wild on your scoreboard.
Deuces. First time I heard you say that this year.
That's only the second game I've been to.
Well.
That one in there for a strike. Caught him looking, and that'll end the threat. But Westfield able to scratch across 2. They lead 2-0. We will go to the top of the second here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative, and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield leading 2-0 after a very strong first inning, and we will turn the page over to the second. Coming up for the Piedmont Cougars will be Owen Brady, Jacob Ferguson, and Brady Anderson.
For the Cougars, right fielder, number 1, Owen Brady.
See if Hunter Hancock can back up that first inning that he had. Good job pitching out of a little bit of trouble, but not too bad.
Another lefty for the Cougars up to bat, and he slaps that one. Second baseman, Gray Brannon, good job getting over there. He'll toss to Huckabee. 1 pitch, 1 out.
I think that was Zane Childry out at second.
I think you're right.
Third baseman, number 3, Jacob Ferguson.
Good play over there by Childry, coming up with a pretty hard hit ground ball.
Was able to slide over in front of it and cut it off.
Just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out.
That's what I said. So now Jacob Ferguson coming up to bat.
I like to copy you, Brant.
I know you do. Kind of a lazy swing. Some long arms on this young man.
Yeah, he's a big one. He's got good size. I don't know if he's a senior or what his seniority is, but be a good tight end or
0-1 on the way. He skies that one away out of play.
tackle maybe.
0-2. Yeah, I could see putting 30 pounds on him, sticking him at left tackle.
You be a good tight end, Brent.
I'm way too short to be a tight end.
I'm just messing with you.
Played center. Big swing and a miss. That'll take care of him. He'll sit down. And 2 up, 2 down for the Cougars.
And I would say right now Hunter Hancock's found a groove.
He has. So Brody Anderson going to come up to bat. I had good hands, though.
Really?
I was too slow and too short to play tight end, but I had pretty good hands.
So you had all the measurables.
I had none of the measurables. Swing and a miss. Hunter Hancock is fooling these Cougars right now. I had a 5-star heart, though. Doesn't really get you many scholarships.
That's what I would always say about people out at the golf course growing up. Got $2,000 in your bag, and you got a 5-cent swing.
1-1 count here to Brady Anderson. 2 in a row on the inside. Hancock trying to go in there and not fooling him right now.
He wanted to offer that one.
2-1. That one's skied straight up. Huckabee calling everyone off, and he will have it. So that'll end the inning. Westfield goes 1-2-3, or excuse me, Piedmont goes 1-2-3. We will come back to the bottom of the second. Westfield leads 2-0 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield leading 2-0. Going to try to add to that lead here with the bottom of the order. Garrett Doles and Zaire Childry. And then Zane Childry.
You're good. It was my handwriting.
Yeah, let me fix that.
My handwriting got you.
Sure did. And then they'll rotate back to the top of the order for Hunter Spence.
I did that in a hurry to help you out.
I appreciate it.
To make sure we had I know you and Kenny like to keep the book so you can keep track of who did what in what inning.
Absolutely. So Garrett Dole's going to come up. And he looks at the ball high. Right across his shoulders and watches it go into the mitt. 0-1 count. Or 1-0 count, excuse me. That one too low, 2-0.
Somebody's got some sick beats over there in the Westfield dugout.
Yeah, someone's banging on a water cooler. Got some drumsticks over there. Looks like a young kid. That one right down Broadway. Or I-75 if you prefer.
I'm staying away from all of the above unless I have to.
Well, Broadway's shut down.
Oh,
that one right at the top of the zone. 2-2.
A little high, but right at the letters, maybe right underneath the letters, I guess.
Tate Marks has drawn this count back even. 2-2 on the way. Slapped right to second base. Flip over to first, and that'll take care of Doles. So 1 up, 1 down, and Zane Childry going to try his hand at the bat.
So it's going to be weird over the next few weeks not having any sports on TV.
Yeah, no sports. And, it's interesting for me. The University System of Georgia has canceled all classes till, I believe, the 30th.
So y'all aren't doing anything online or anything?
Not until the 30th. Well, this upcoming week was my spring break anyway.
Oh, I gotcha.
So strike one to Childry. He fouls that one off. It's quickly 0-2. But I believe they've said extend spring break by a week, and we'll adjust after that. Probably going to go to entirely online for the rest of the semester, which is honestly fine by me.
Well, like I said earlier, I think that they'll have a better handle on it by next week as far as to how long it's going to last.
Right. That one, must have crossed across the bottom of the zone, and Childry is down on 3 pitches.
I don't want to spread any misinformation, but some of the stuff that I've been watching says that it's been about 45, 50 days for it to really take a downturn in China where it originated.
Right.
So if you kind of take that, we're about 15 days into it as far as when it actually kind of started to spread here. So.
Right. Well, the other thing, China is taking precautions that we're just never going to take because of the way they would impact our country. And that one, curveball catches the outside corner. Things like forcing quarantines to people who aren't actually sick but have been in contact with sick people. That one must have been low. So I have no idea if we're actually going to recover the way China has or if we got on it early enough. Or fact is, nothing like this has ever happened before. That one hit hard into the gap, and Spence going to round first. He will have a stand-up double.
Good piece of hitting.
It was. So
he ripped that one.
A 2-out double for Hunter Spence.
Just like that, Spence breaks the B-dot myth that the top of the lineup hadn't been hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Hey, listen, I answer to it. B-dot, that was legitimately my nickname in high school. Cool. A lot of people knew me by the letter B, D-A-U-G-H-T. B-dot. B-dot. It's my rapper name. So Daniel Smith going to come up and try to distract everybody from what I just said. 0-1 count. That one rolled up there. Good stop by the catcher.
Yeah, catcher did a good job right there. Also peeking up to see if Spence was moving after he stopped it initially. Yep. It's like we got the what's the drum line at the Braves?
I don't know.
I can't remember what they call them.
Not going to see him until very late in the year, I don't think.
Well, the thing I'm most upset about is the Masters being impacted.
Yeah. Ugh. And they said they were going to try to do that, but I guess there's just too much going on for them to try and make that happen.
Well, they're going to postpone it.
Yeah. That one slapped. Center fielder going to get underneath it, and that'll end the threat. So Daniel Smith flies out to center. No runs come across. It is still 2-0 Westfield as we go to the top of the third here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home. On
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield leading 2-0 as we start this third inning. Coming up for the Cougars will be 8-9-1. That's David Bishop, John Reasoner, and then back to the top of the order for Tate Marks.
Yeah, and Hunter Hancock, again, we mentioned it in the top half of the second inning, and he was able to back it up. His performance in the first probably pitched a little bit more efficiently in the second than he did in the first. He got some good defensive plays in the first inning, but let's see if he can continue to stay ahead of hitters here against Piedmont, and I think that's been his recipe for success.
Leading off the third inning for the Cougars, left fielder, number 9, David Bishop.
So David Bishop, another left-hander for these Cougars. They've had, I think, 4 in their lineup so far. That one right down 75.
Tell you what, he is finding his spots here today.
Absolutely, he is.
He pitched good at the end of last year. He did struggle kind of at the beginning and midway point, but found his groove.
That one slapped right to second. Good recovery. Tossed over to Huckabee. That'll take care of Bishop.
So just like that, 2 pitches, 3 pitches there, and 1 out. And now we got the bottom of the lineup, Reasoner, and then we'll roll back to Marks, I think, at the top of the lineup.
Correct. So Reasoner, the shortstop, with a bat in his hand.
So talking to Mr. McDonald before or during the break, Westfield played Piedmont Tuesday up in Monticello and beat them 10-0. And I can tell you this.
Bunt attempt, fouled it off, 1-1.
That one's tipped. Piedmont finds itself into the AA championship very regularly. So if they do that yet again, that gives you a good indication of maybe the strength of how good Westfield's going to be this year. Obviously, they lost to Heritage to start the year, but this would be their 3rd straight victory if they can continue their success.
Grounder right back to the pitcher. Flip over to first. That'll take care of Reasoner. So we'll roll back to the top of the order. 2 up, 2 down for the Cougars, and Tate Marks going to step in.
Top of the Cougar order, pitcher number 6, Tate Marks.
That's such a good song.
It is a really good song, Simple Man by...
Have you heard of Marcus King?
Leonard Skinnard. I have not.
Oh, you need to look him up. So good.
Inside corner caught. Tate Marks looks at 0-1.
Goodbye, Carolina. Look it up. It's a really good song. Got that Southern rock vibe.
Mm-hmm. That one right down the middle. 0-2. I think I've heard Goodbye, Carolina.
Goodbye, Carolina.
0-2 count here to Marks. Tried to get him to chase on the outside. Nothing going. 1-2. That one skied straight up. Huckabee calling everybody off. And he will have it. So that'll take care of it. Hunter Hancock with a really strong pitching performance so far. Westfield leads 2-0. We will go to the bottom of the 3rd here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trying to add to a 2-0 lead. They'll do it with Michael Fitzpatrick, James Hayes, and Matt Huckabee. Kind of interesting. You go senior, freshman, senior here in this lineup. And if one of them is able to get on, Travis McDonald, also a senior, going to follow.
Oh, sorry.
Doing good, Coach. Coach Chip Champion joining us in the booth now as Mikey slaps one to shortstop, trying to beat it out, flip over to first in time.
Good play right there because Mikey was booking it down the line.
Yeah, using every bit of that catcher inside linebacker speed.
He looked like Rob right there, his daddy, back in his old Georgia Southern mullet days.
Oh, if they ever watch our broadcast, they're going to get mad at us.
Who? Nah.
The Fitzes.
Nah.
So Hayes coming up, and
Coach
he looks
Fitz
at strike one.
Is proud of that haircut. You couldn't be alive back in the 80s, I don't think, without a mullet and a Trans Am.
Hayes going the other way, right down the third base line, and that's going into the corner, and he's rounding first. He will have a stand-up double.
How many of those type balls did he hit down the line last year that were just right off the end of the bat? But he had held the bat in the zone long enough or so long that he was able to get enough on it. That one just kind of, I don't know, cued it out there almost.
So now Matt Huckabee going to come up to bat with a runner in scoring position. A hit can score Hayes, but Huckabee probably going to try to do more. Slow ride by Foghat. Good walk-up song. Walk-up song, I should say. Huckabee tries to take that one out. Catcher just barehanded that off the net. 0-1 count. Again, if you're just joining us, the GISA has suspended all athletic competition for the foreseeable future, I believe, until April 30th. So that one gets a high strike.
April 10th. You said the 30th.
April 10th.
You said 10th earlier, but you
did.
somehow confused yourself.
I did.
I think we were talking about your school maybe, or
yeah,
I don't know.
I believe March 30th is when the University System of Georgia is going to start allowing classes to resume. So
online, though, right?
Probably online. So 1-2 here to Huckabee. But if you're just now joining us, this very well could be the last game of the year for Westfield baseball or for all GISA athletics. So, that one gets away from the catcher, and Hayes is going to trot over to third.
We don't want to jinx it. Runner move.
So, basically what I'm saying, tell everyone you know, tune in right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to do.
You're so funny.
2-2 count.
Deuces are not wild.
Deuces are not quite wild. That one driven right into center field.
Gonna get down. Good play.
Good play by the center fielder. So Hayes gonna have to
he better
tag.
hurry up. Oh no, throws
Ball
off
thrown way up the line, and that's not going to get anywhere. Hayes is going to slide in. He scores his second run of the day. So throw way up the line allows Hayes to come in 3-0, and an RBI for Huckabee.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate for Huckabee because he hit that ball very well.
He did. Great diving stop.
Yeah,
Who's
great
that
play by
fielder?
the center fielder.
That's Cameron Mobley. So great job by Cameron Mobley to get underneath that one. Travis McDonald going to come up. Was able to draw a walk his last time up.
Now here's, like we said the last time, if he can get it into a gap like Spence did, very well could be a stand-up double like Hunter Spence did last inning, or a triple.
Right at the belt, but way inside. So 1-0. That one right down the middle. That one high and a little bit inside. So 2-1 to McDonald. Driven right down the third base line. That's going to get into the corner.
That's trouble.
That is absolutely trouble with Travis on the base paths. And he's going to be held at second. Big turnaround, but he's going to stay there. So a stand-up double for Travis McDonald. put on the burners and a great seeing eye double right down the third baseline, just about 2 feet inside the bag.
I tell you what, that was a great job by the left fielder to get over there as quick as he did.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be a triple for sure.
Now Gray Brannon going to come up with a man in scoring position, but 2 out.
Yeah, that's a good point that Coach Champion just made behind us. If that ball is hit down the right field line, that's definitely a triple.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a short, obviously the shorter the throw from left field to the third base bag, then.
Strike in there.
But I'm sure Travis won't complain about a stand-up double.
No.
He's out there for Brandon to drive in. This is when baseball teams are at their best, not when they blow up for big innings, but when they get 2.
You get 2,
1,
3, 1. Yeah, absolutely.
3.
That one right down the third baseline. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. That's going to score Travis McDonald, and Brannon going to stand at second. An RBI double. This is when it's fun to watch the team you're rooting for, when they're just hitting double after double after double and scoring runs.
Well, that's
4-0 Westfield.
4 doubles on the.
That is 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles, 2 singles, 2 walks for the Westfield batters tonight.
I thought James Hayes wasn't a double.
It was.
James, Travis, Hunter,
Travis,
and
Hunter are the only
and
doubles
Gray.
that I have.
Gray just hit a double.
You're right.
It's all right.
You're right.
So Cole has come in for Garrett Doles, I guess. Is that right? Yep. Down. Smokey and the Bandit, right?
Yep. Great movie.
Somebody did this song on The Voice, I saw.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a great song. And a really good movie.
All of them.
It is an all-time great movie.
Because I have one. I particularly like the Basset Hound. In Smokey and the Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Fred.
Something
I'm
you'll
so
forget.
Tired of picking you up.
Something you'll forget.
My dad, that's what he used to call.
Bandit was actually the original truck driver, not just the runner. He's originally supposed to make the trip all by himself. Ball inside. A little bit of interesting trivia for you.
That's for our older audience, our more mature audience.
I'm only 21. That one opposite way is going to go foul.
Our seasoned audience. There we go. That's a good word.
Yeah, our susceptible audience.
No, no, don't say that, please.
I shouldn't say that.
No
I'm
joking.
Sorry.
No joking, Rudy Gobert.
Oh, bless.
You can't joke around with it because then you'll be the cause of it, and then everybody will be on you.
You know, everybody's talking about Rudy Gobert. How bad must he feel?
But literally,
he's already made a statement about how bad he feels.
That was the spark that lit the whole sports world on fire.
For sure. Good job checking his swing. Miller gets the second ball.
There's a guy I know that I think he was TD White at Oklahoma, and he was in the arena waiting for the game, and they canceled it. You know, while he's sitting there, he took a picture from the upper deck.
Big lead for McDonald at second. That's not McDonald, excuse me. That's Brannon.
As long as this thing ends up being okay, and after all is said and done, that'll be a cool moment for him to probably look back and say, "Hey, I was at the event that."
Yeah. Dad? Why is there no national champion in 2020?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Ball gets away from the catcher. Ooh, he tried to make Brannon go to third, but no dice, and now it's a full count.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting explanation because all the other ones that have none on there, they'll have a team, but it'll say vacated or whatever, you know, from if they had any recruiting violations. Like
this is the first time
like
since
Louisville, I think, was the last one that had a vacate, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Fouled off, staying alive.
The only other thing I can think of is maybe like because of war back in the 40s, I guess.
Well, I mean, even then, this is the first time since
But they didn't have national championships back then, did they?
I don't know, but this is the first time since the NCAA tournament was created that they're not going to have it this year. I heard that today. So that's just kind of insane. It really is affecting everything. Kind of a get-off-me swing. Probably ball 4, but
for basketball, that's a little deceiving of a stat because basketball, the NIT used to decide the national championship back in the day.
Man. Well, that's canceled too.
Yeah, that was back in the, I don't know when I think this in the 70s is when maybe it was the 60s when the NCAA tournament.
Swing and a miss, and that'll take care of Westfield's bats in the bottom of the third, but they're able to scratch across 2 runs. We will go to the top of the fourth. Westfield leads 4-0 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there. And he does a great job, and I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield bumped their lead up from 2-0 to 4-0 in the bottom of the third. We're now in the top of the fourth. Relatively quick-moving game. Knock on wood. Hunter Spence doing a great job. Doing a great job on the mound so far.
Good throw by Mikey.
It was over there to second. And let's see who's going to come up for the Piedmont Cougars. It's going to be number 7, Cameron Mobley, center fielder. Made a great play in that last inning to prevent another double, at least another double, maybe even a triple if it got by him.
So how was the experience calling a game with your dad?
I liked it. You know, he's very knowledgeable. He's done this type of thing before, and, you know, he coached you in baseball. He's been an umpire for these last couple of years, so he understands most of anything that can happen in baseball, offers a unique perspective. And Mobley fouls that one off, and, you know, he said he seemed to enjoy it. He told me after the game he could be talked into doing it again.
Cool. Yeah. I thought y'all did a good job. I didn't get to watch you the whole time, but I did watch y'all off and on during our little thing, and Rachel kept getting on to me, and I was like, no, I got to make sure they're okay in case I need to intervene and make a call to try to help out.
That one low and outside, got away from him a little bit, 1-1.
The good thing about this is if you get things going at the beginning, normally unless something crazy happens, you're pretty much rocking and rolling and good for the duration. Good
that
pitch.
One found the strike zone.
Yep, that off-speed pitch kind of caught him off guard there.
Yeah, the only thing we couldn't figure out was the scoreboard. So.
No, you're good. I got it. Got it on lock. I'll show you how to do all that.
All right. That one almost hit him, and count is back to even. Oh, that one slapped foul. Count stays 2-2.
I'm going to make the umpire go get it, Mikey. Come on, man. Got to help a man out behind the plate. I tell you what, he would have been going and getting the ball for that umpire in the first game against Heritage. That dude was huge. Ooh.
And
how did that one miss? I was about to say.
I sounded like it caught him right in the center of the back.
How did that? I was going to say, how did that miss him?
So, Mobley going to take first, and the first base runner for the Cougars since the top of the first. But still nobody out. Zach Spivey up to bat now, and Westfield in the top of the first was able to get a double play ball. Ended up not being a double play, but it was close.
Ooh.
Tipped and caught.
No, bounced off somebody's head. It either hit the umpire's face mask and bounced off or hit Mikey's, the top of his. Your dad could be like the Tony Romo of the umpire-baseball relationship, you know?
Mm-hmm. I tell you what.
Tony Romo calls things before they happen.
The umpire in that game we were umpiring said he didn't love the way that home plate umpire was setting up behind the catcher. And he said at some point he's going to get hit in the face with a foul ball.
And he got
because
hit?
of the I don't think he actually ever did, but he explained why he thought that. And, you know, again, it's fun calling a game with someone who's knowledgeable about those things. And Spivey rips one into left field. Daniel Smith with a little bit of trouble of it, but still able to hold everybody with a single. Mobley goes to second. Spivey stands at first.
This is the most trouble that Hancock has been in all game, so we'll see how he responds. He's been pretty rock solid on the mound here today.
And I believe the infield fly rule is in effect, in case you wondered. The old, I believe it was the Louisville Cardinals special. Not Louisville, but the
St.
baseball.
Louis.
St. Louis Cardinal special, I believe it was. Forever ago in that wild card game against the Braves. 1-0 count.
Yeah, that was back. I think it was Chippers last year.
Mm-hmm.
Good pitch.
That one found the outside corner, 1-1. Time called by the batter. This is Caleb Coffey. I don't believe I've said that.
This would be a good opportunity for Westfield to turn two, as you said earlier.
Thought about throwing back, but there was nobody there.
Yeah.
Even if he wanted to. That one skied into center field. McDonald calling everybody off. He'll have it. And no damage done.
Yeah, good job at pitching to contact again, and Travis McDonald helps his pitcher out. And Gray Brandon did a good job of peeling off right there. They both had a beat on it, but your center fielder is kind of the quarterback of the outfield.
Yep, you could hear them talking to each other out there.
That's what you want to hear. Not only to get the out, which is important, but most important for player safety. You don't want them running into each other.
Yeah. It's got to make Coach Fitz happy to hear his two outfielders communicating that well.
Those are some of the most disgusting type plays in Major League Baseball to me.
That one going to get down, and that's going to score two, probably. Into the corner. Daniel Smith still tracking it down. Finally has it. He'll throw it in, and they're going to stop him at third. So it's an RBI double for Coffey right down the third baseline. Or no, excuse me, that's Owen Brady.
So 4-1 your score, Westfield on top, but a good piece of hitting right here from Piedmont. Yep. That was Owen Brady, is that what you said?
Yep.
So a double puts runners at second and third, and a runner comes across the plate.
Cuts the lead to 3 for Westfield, and that'll bring up Jacob Ferguson with 2 runners on. Chance to tie here if he just really gets a hold of one, but he's probably looking at cutting the lead to 1.
Now, here's the thing for Piedmont. This is their second time through the order against the pitcher, so this is their second opportunity as he swings at one out of the zone there way up high. So they normally
high
say
fastball got a hold of him.
That second time through the lineup's a little bit more difficult, obviously. Second and third time, so that might be what we're seeing here. That one fouled off.
Fouled straight back and
almost hit our camera.
I think we both flinched a little bit, even though it was
about 5 feet to our right.
Yeah. It's always interesting when you see a baseball coming in your general direction, even when there is a net in front of you.
And there it is.
Caught and tipped, and that'll take care of Jacob Ferguson. So
yeah,
2 down now.
Be big for Hunter Hancock, even though he's given up the 1 run. If he can get out with no further damage after giving up a single and a double here in this inning, and then you have runners on second and third here in this situation with 1 out and now 2 outs.
That one rolled up there. Good stop by Mikey.
That would, I think, build your confidence. Sometimes getting out of jams builds your confidence almost as much as striking out the side, just because it lets you know that you got something to go back to if you get in that situation again.
Slapped, and that's going to get right through. That's going to score 1. Play at the plate coming. Mikey got him.
Oh,
no, he lost the ball. He lost the ball.
He would have had him.
Yep. He never touched the plate until just then, but Mikey couldn't hold on to the ball. What a throw. I believe that was Travis McDonald who threw it in, but no luck.
Yeah,
and that cuts the lead to 1.
That was right there, and you can tell Mikey is not happy with himself. Ball kind of slung out. He had the extra hand in there. I guess he just lost control of it.
Yep.
He was trying to hold on to the ball with that extra hand to make sure he could put the tag on him.
That'll bring up David Bishop with a runner on first, and this game's suddenly a lot tighter. And that one slapped straight up. Daniel Smith getting underneath it, calling off Hunter Spence, and that will end the side. But Piedmont able to scratch across 3, cut the Westfield lead to 1. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Hornet Baseball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
A successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Middle Georgia Sports Network, the Hornets' Nest, I should say. Westfield leading 4-3 after a big top of the 4th from Piedmont, but they're going to try to extend this lead out a little more, and they're going to do it with Zane Childry.
Yeah, I was saying the national championship is now between West Virginia and Montana.
Maybe the only national championship played between those 2 states ever.
They're the only 2 states remaining without a case.
No offense to West Virginia and Montana, just not known for their athletics. Grounder right down the first base line, and Childry going to be taken care of. 1 unassisted.
Shortstop number 14, Hunter Spence.
So we're going to roll over back to the top of the order. Hunter Spence hit a double his last time up. Really got a hold of one and ripped it right into left center. That one kind of floated up there and ended up at the bottom of the zone. 1-0. Did he check his swing?
No, he offered.
Yeah, they're not even going to check. May have called it a strike anyway.
Hunter was mad at himself. He knew he offered.
Yep, tried to. That one almost hit him, and 2-1. That one curved in there into the strike zone.
I'm okay with that because obviously that's not a pitch that Hunter wants to swing at when he's got less than 2 strikes. So, but now you got to protect. He giddy up on that one, but out of the zone, almost hit Hunter.
Yep, high and tight. That works the count full.
You still got to protect here and swing at anything close.
Where did they?
No, that was way off the plate.
I had it at 3-2. The umpire just flashed up 1-2, but it doesn't matter because a swing and a miss is going to sit down Hunter.
Number 4, Daniel Smith.
Is Daniel Smith. Yeah, Daniel Smith in the second was the one that got robbed of that hit in center field. You can look out there. The center fielder is definitely shaded towards right. And so he goes the other way. That's going to land in between, and that's going to be a single for Daniel Smith.
Good piece of hitting yet again.
First pitch swing. Gets on base with it. That'll bring up Mikey with a runner on, but 2 out.
Number 2, Michael Fitzpatrick. Life is good. You know what I mean?
Well, Westfield's done a lot of damage in this game with 2 outs. So
They have. Looks at strike one right down the middle.
yeah, I'm surprised that he's challenging Mikey with the good fastball right there. I think Mikey was probably sitting off speed. You got to bet that he's going to go to off speed here after getting that first strike.
Going to chase Daniel Smith back to first, though, before anything else. Daniel Smith is going, had a hit and run on. That's a seeing eye single right through. Daniel Smith going to head to third, and he's going to get down. He's going to be safe. So Mikey with a single, and Daniel Smith able to make it first to third on the hit and run. So runners at first and third for Hayes.
Yeah, that's big right there, too. You got James Hayes up with an opportunity to do some more damage.
Yep, he's 2 for 2 already. Hopefully he can pick up another hit here. That'll score at least one. And I believe he had runners at first and third, and the runner at first was Michael. Well, when he hit that walk-off home run, but they're going to pinch hit, or they're going to courtesy run for Michael. So there goes that parallel. Ty Shelton going to run it first for Michael.
It's a big opportunity here for James Hayes. I mean, he's come up in clutch situations the last couple of years, so we'll see if he can add to that.
See if he tries to crank one to right again.
Ooh, a little high it looked like, but he gets Marks gets the strike call.
Thought it was a little high and outside like you said, but Hayes kind of waiting on his pitch. That one way outside, gets away from the catcher, but no one able to move. 1-1. One on the way. Rolled up there, 2-1.
He's almost gone exclusively to that all-speed pitch for the majority of his pitches in at bats right now. He's trying to get ahead early with a fastball and then go to that.
Going to chase back Ty Shelton. Try to get a hold of the youngster. Believe Shelton's a youngster. Looks like one at least. That one outside. They're pitching very carefully to James Hayes, and it's 3-1. And he rips that one to the opposite side. That's going to get it down the third baseline, and that ball's still rolling. 1 run in, and we're going to have runners at second and third.
And
so
again,
another great piece of hitting by James Hayes, and Westfield extends the lead.
Again, Westfield doing damage with 2 outs. And now you got Matt Huckabee, who's hit the ball hard both at bats.
Yep,
he had a hit to hit the game in the first inning.
In the first inning, he had an RBI single, and
then he lined out.
Yeah, he had a sacrifice in the third to score Hayes again.
He hit a ball really hard out to center field. A diving catch spoiled that for him, but we'll see if Piedmont sticks with Marks here or if they make a move.
Yeah, how about Hayes, though? 3 for 3 already in this game, and a couple of RBIs to go with it. He's got 2 doubles and a single. And so Huckabee, like you said, has hit the ball hard twice. One of them, though, he got out, but got the sacrifice out of it. I believe got an RBI, if I remember correctly. Hit in James Hayes from second. Or third, I should say. Big cut from Huckabee. He was looking to park that one.
I think the last 3 batters, Marks has gone fastball first pitch. And he got it by Huckabee right there. Now Huckabee probably needs to change his strategy. Let's sit on off speed here.
There it was. Curveball gets in, and center fielder's going to get underneath it. So that'll take care of it. Westfield pushes the lead to 5-3. And we'll come back with the top of the 6th when we come back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest. Westfield able to push the lead out to 5-3. And that's where they sit right now. We will head to the top of the 6th inning. Hunter Hancock still on the mound for the Hornets. And we will see who they send up. The batting order should be John Reasoner to lead off at the bottom of the order. Then they will roll back over to the top of the order for Tate Marks and Cameron Mobley. And I'm going to stand up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to turn you on. I'm
He's
sorry.
Standing up.
And how about old buddy from The Bachelor already has broken up, or that girl broke up with him, I'm sure. I didn't watch The Bachelor, but, you know.
I'm not a Bachelor guy. Nathan Childers is in now. So we've got a
yep.
Is that Sonic call to the bullpen there, I think? We missed some of our sponsors so far, but that's cool. We did have our Amos family first pitch earlier. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
we were all talking COVID-19 and missed our.
We'll run through those at some point before this broadcast ends. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about that.
That's disgusting. It's like you said, Childers is out there now, not Hancock. First pitch fouled off.
Guess Coach Fitz wants to lock it down.
Yeah, and Childers, I believe he got some time last week when we were here and did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he can bring it now.
That one on the outside.
He was popping the mid against Heritage the first game. 1-1 is the count here.
That one right down the middle. Frozen.
He was able to even take some off of his fastball and find the zone a little bit easier and still get hitters out.
1-2 to Reasoner. Froze him. Struck him out looking. 1 up, 1 down.
Frozen. Oh, I thought you said Strozen.
Frozen.
Did you see what the Braves did to the Astros the other day?
Oh, yeah. Played
I saw.
Pretty funny.
That
pretty
is
funny. Tate Marks, because if you're going to protect him from being hit by pitches, then, you know, team's got to get their revenge somehow. And that's a pretty funny way to do it.
Cool. Coach Camp's daughter, Jordan, got into UGA. I just saw Sky Camp.
Good for her.
Well, you know, even though Danny's an Auburn fan, but, you know, that whole in-state stuff's a lot easier to go.
That's why I'm not at Auburn right now. Tate Marks up to bat now. Been pitching the entire game, if I remember correctly, and fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. Mikey tried to buy it, no good though. 1-1.
Ooh, the Westfield girls, the middle school girls won 7-2 today over Tift area in soccer.
Ooh. Nasty curve from Childers.
That was sweet right there.
Not often you see 7 goals scored in a soccer game.
No. Soccer's normally not a
high-scoring game.
High-scoring affair.
That one on the outside corner, no, did not bite, so that works to count to 2-2.
Did you see the thing about the University of Florida shirt? Swing and a miss there. Good pitch.
Childers sits down Marks, and that'll bring up Cameron Mobley.
University of Florida shirt that's selling at Walmart, and people are saying, well, there's still toilet paper for sale then. No, you don't get it?
No, I get it.
The Florida shirt, toilet
I
paper?
get
Come
it.
on,
I
man.
get it. Cameron
That's
Mobley,
funny.
left-hander, going to step in. He has been hit by a pitch pretty hard, and he's also singled, but was taken out by a fielder's choice when he did. And it looks like he's got a necklace on that they're going to have to take off. Yep, I wonder how they just now caught that. That was not an issue until the top of the 6th inning. And I'm not saying he should be allowed to wear it. I'm just saying I would think you would catch it earlier, unless he put it on in between innings, which would just be kind of weird. Childers trying to keep loose out there, throwing to his infielders. And now Mobley's going to step in. 1-for-1 to this point in the game. Or do you count? You don't count hit by pitches, do you? He fouls that first one
As
off.
a pitch?
Yeah, hit by pitch as an at-bat.
I don't think so. I think, isn't it like a base on ball? I don't know.
Yeah. Base on balls are a sacrifice. That one on the outside. Thought about offering, but he was able to hold his water.
Couldn't get that to come back.
Curveball didn't.
Tried to.
Curveball didn't quite curve. And he apologizes to Mikey, and 2-1.
This is when we need that good dun 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 dun. Or something.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Childers inside corner. Mobley couldn't catch up to it, and it's 2-2.
They need just like a soundboard that you have those things pre-programmed into, and you just hit the button. That's what I'm looking at getting us for the near future, is getting a video mixer board that Black Magic makes, that we can have 3 or 4 cameras into it, and all we got to do is hit a button to switch between them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's grounded out in front. And
right off his foot.
Yep. He hit himself, so it's a dead ball. It's essentially a foul ball.
Right off the old foot.
Uh-huh.
Off the old phalange. Nope, that's not a phalange.
The phalanges are in your hands.
It's your fingers.
Fingers. So he gets a boot full of bees, and then he'll step back in.
What's that all a boot?
Hilarious. 2-2 on the way. Again,
having trouble breaking that off.
That curveball isn't quite breaking enough.
I think it's easier when you're throwing that one to a right-handed batter, because you've got an aiming point in that front left shoulder. When it's a left-handed batter, you don't have really anything to aim at.
Mobley fouls that one off. Count stays full.
I mean, I think if Childers developed a nice changeup, that would be almost as effective as a curveball is for him, because he throws so hard. The change, and I mean, you got to speed up a little bit to catch up with the fastball. The change in speeds would just, he'd be hard to hit.
Payoff pitch on the way. Again, he fouled it off.
He's doing a good job right now of staying alive and fighting off good pitches.
Mr. Dale just said Mobley's probably going to be wearing flip-flops tomorrow.
Yep. That's why you see a lot of batters these days with that front leg guard. And then even the instep on the inside.
That's the second time he's fouled one off of his toe. Ooh.
He must have just said that it curved around the plate because that was pretty close right there. That was a good-looking
Yeah,
pitch.
Looks like it hit the outside corner, but the umpire says it's just outside. So that'll bring up Zach Spivey with 1 on and 2 out. Yeah, and they're talking about it over to our left. Mobley, he really earned that. That was
a good at bat. I mean, you foul off good pitches. That's what it's all about, to get on base.
that one right down the middle with a fastball. That's part of it. If you got to be able to catch up to Childers to Childers' fastball. That one bounced up there. Mikey couldn't get a hold of it.
Dang.
And Mobley's going to scoot over to second.
Hopefully that doesn't have an effect if Childers can just pitch strikes. I think he can get out of this, but that one's one right there where Mikey wishes he could have that one back, I think. Try to catch that cleanly.
That one fouled off, and it'll make the count 1-2.
Childers took a little bit off of that, you could tell there, just to get it across the plate, and he knew he had a runner in scoring position. He doesn't want to have a pass ball. To move the runner over.
Runner goes.
Yep.
And that caught him. Outside corner, so the runner going doesn't even matter. And a 0 up on the scoreboard for the top of the 6th. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th. Westfield going to try to add to a 5-3 lead when we come back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
We do have a pitching change, like you just said. Welcome back to the Hornets' nest, 5-3, and we have a new pitcher out there.
Sonic pitching change?
Call to the bullpen, as it were, and I don't have a name for that young man.
Let me see. Number 9 is... I took a picture of their lineup. Sorry, I should have sent it to you. He is... You said number 9?
Yeah, number 9.
David Bishop. He moved from
Bishop from left
field into pitch, and not sure who... Did we have a swap there? Tate Marks move out to left field, or he moved somewhere in the infield?
I can't tell.
Let me see. 6 is out at short now, so that's Tate Marks. Tate Marks.
Leading off the field for the Hornets, center fielder, number 6, Travis McDonald.
So not sure if, let's see, John Reasoner, not sure if he moved from short out to left field or who moved out there. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
So Travis McDonald going to come up now. And he looks at the first ball. It's on the outside. And it's 1-0.
I love how you said, I don't have a number 9, but he was in left field.
Yeah, well.
It's just a joke. Calm down, Brent.
2-0. I'm calm, bro. I'm calm.
Calm down.
A little bit of trouble finding his strike zone so far, and it's 3-0.
B dot.
3-0.
B dot. B dot.
Dot.
B dot.
It's my Twitter handle, in case anybody's wondering how Brett figured that out. McDonald didn't even consider swinging the bat on that one, and that's in there for a strike. It's a 3-0 count like that. No reason to swing your bat. Now you got to look at it. That one's high and outside, and that'll be a walk for Travis.
Good job at Travis, not giving in. And
his second walk of the day.
Now you got speed on the base path and a chance to try to advance in without even having to get a hit if you want to steal here. Got Gray Brandon at the plate, who I think got a hit the last time up.
Gray Brandon
score a
run.
Absolutely
ripped one and
got he had a double
out of it.
Did he?
Yeah, got a double out of it. That's what I meant to say.
Ooh, good pitch.
Curveball. Nice little 12-6.
He just dropped that in the bucket. Hard thing about Travis stealing here with the lefty.
Yep. A big swing and a miss. Gray Brandon quickly behind 0-2 after Travis McDonald drew a pretty easy walk. That one high.
Well, both pitchers for Piedmont today have gone to their off-speed stuff when they've needed a pitch. And there you saw 2 in a row from Bishop, and then he threw the fastball high.
That one inside, curved a little too far, 2-2.
Yeah, that one kind of broke inside and broke even further inside. Started at his shoulder, ended at his foot.
Travis going to steal on a curveball.
I tell you
Throw
what,
is a little high.
Yeah, the catcher did a good job just to even get it down there, though.
Yeah, McDonald going to take second.
Because the pitch was off the plate a good bit, and he just kind of had to sling it down there, and he got it close enough to the bag. But McDonald way too fast. I don't think he was ever going to have a chance.
Yeah. Full count, payoff pitch on the way. Fouled off. Brandon stays alive.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why that happens. I don't know why that still happens. I'm 21 years old.
It's going to always happen. It's probably pollen, to be honest with you, because
well, I mean, it
you get
happens
that stuff
even
in
when
your
it's
throat.
not pollen season.
Okay, well, whatever. Trying to give you an excuse.
Well, and swung at the high fastball.
Swung at ball 4.
Yep, and that'll take care of Brandon. And I killed a mosquito. It's been a productive day. And that'll bring up Garrett Doles. Well, no, that'll bring up Cole Miller, who took Garrett Doles' place a couple of innings ago in the third. Smokey and the Bandit theme song, or yeah, that's the theme song of Smokey and the Bandit.
Eastbound and down.
Load it up and trucking. 0-1 count after a big hack. Second pitch, much like the first.
Yeah, really good pitch there.
And quickly, 0-2. Tell you, Bishop has really found his strike zone after really struggling with McDonald. That one stays alive.
Yep, I flinched.
We are in a little, I guess you could say a little construct right to the left of where that camera angle is that you're looking at right now. So if it looks like it's going just a little bit to the left of the camera, it's coming right at Brett's face.
Pretty much. That's a true statement.
McDonald takes off for third. He's going to check his swing. No, they're going to say he offered.
Wow.
I'd ask him to check, but there's no one down the first base line anyway.
Yeah, I didn't think that he swung around, but the home plate umpire pretty much called it immediately. So
And that'll bring up Zane Childry with a runner at third, but 2 out.
He obviously saw enough.
Yep. That one on the inside corner. And that one hit him.
Yep.
McDonald took off, but
well, Travis was coming home if that ball wouldn't hit him because it was so far off the plate.
So a hit by pitch, and now there's runners at first and second. We'll roll back to the top of the order. So Hunter Spence with a chance to drive one in. Grab him an RBI. Five to 3, Westfield leads. Trying to add to that lead here. Trying to do even more damage with 2 outs. That one inside almost hit him, but he moved his foot out of the way. This is Hunter Spence, I believe I said.
Hunter Spence, top of the lineup.
Hunter. Curveball. That 12-6 curveball, he undercooked that one a little bit. Stopped high. 2-0. That Westfield bench has been having fun all night long. And that one got away. Play at the plate. Got him. Great play by the catcher. McDonald gets out at home, and that'll end the Westfield threat.
That must have had a hard bounce off the backstop.
Yeah, it hit it really hard, but Westfield not able to scratch anything across. It is 3-5. We will go to the top of the 7th here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here. Teachers are just great, the coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me when I spent my time in Westfield is that I actually become a Christian, and then I actually find my faith, and I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith to.
Welcome back to the Hornets Nest. Looking at Twitter, and Brett and I are being forced to laugh. But Westfield with a 5-3 lead. It is the top of the 6th inning. I said 7th when we went to break. That is my fault. But
that is inaccurate.
That is inaccurate.
Fake news.
Fake news.
The
Westfield trying to hold on to a 5-3 lead. Coming up for the Cougars will be Caleb Coffey.
That was very fortunate for the Cougars.
It was.
Because they very easily could have given up a couple more runs.
Yep. Westfield threatened but couldn't scratch anything across, and Coffey takes a big hack at the first one. Childers back out there on the mound after a pretty good last inning.
He's just humming it right now.
Surely.
Oh
man, where was that? Where was that one?
That was too much of a strike, I guess.
Yeah, that one, This umpire's been pretty good tonight, but I'm not sure about that one. At any rate, 1-1.
Oh, wow.
That one caught the outside corner. Maybe a little help from Mikey. And now it's 1-2. That one low. Curveball. Curveball. Ooh.
Where was the,
I think it was inside, but
did he fool the umpire and the batter on that one? Man.
yeah,
Goodness
I
gracious.
think that was just a bit inside.
That was filthy.
But it was a absolutely filthy pitch. That one outside. That's a leadoff walk. Never want to do that. But Caleb Coffey is now on base, and that'll bring up Owen Brady, who hit a double his last time up.
Coffey was gifted that walk because that one pitch earlier that was probably definitely, I don't know where he thought that was, but it looked like it was right down Broadway. And then that curveball could have been a 50-50 ball at worst.
Courtesy runner at first, number 12, Ryan Holder.
Ryan Holder going to come in courtesy run at first for Coffey. First pitch fouled off. Looked like a hit and run was on, but Owen Brady fouled that one off.
It was so far. He was so far behind that ball that he almost hit it into the dugout.
It is officially nighttime here in Perry, Georgia.
Perry.
In
Perry, Georgia. Perry,
Georgia.
Georgia. Ooh-wee.
Strike right on the inside corner. 0-2 here to Owen Brady.
Tell you what, when he throws the strike, it looks good.
It does.
It's pretty.
He really has done a good job tonight of hitting his spots, and Mikey does not have to adjust at all. For most of the time.
Curveball. Nope.
Looked a little bit off speed, though.
Thought he was going to go curve. He just took a long time to deliver that one.
Now it's at 1-2. See if maybe you can get him to offer on the outside corner. Nope, they're going to flip back to first. Just to let Caleb Coffey know that they haven't forgotten about him. Actually, that's Ryan Holder, courtesy running for Coffey at first. Number 12 in your program, number 1 in your hearts. That one fouled off again over towards that opposite field dugout. Childers has really slowed down his pace of play. And seems he might just be trying to focus a little bit more here. Gets that one grounded. And dang, Coach Camp couldn't come up with a barehanded snag.
Yeah, that's just disappointing from Coach Camp. You got to make a play on that one.
Yeah, I mean his hand hit it, knocked it away from Coach Fitz.
It's just sad. You got to practice what you preach if you're going to.
Curveball didn't curve quite enough, and now it's 2-2. Grounder right to second, double play ball, going to take it himself. Flip over to first is not in time. Good snag by Huckabee, but they get the lead runner.
Yeah, I think he thought that he was not going to be able to flip it in time to get. Hunter Spence wasn't going to beat the runner to the bag, so good decision there. At least get the lead runner and an out.
Yeah, Zane Childry with the fielder's choice, and so we're now a runner at first, but now one out. So I'll bring up Jacob Ferguson. And you take the courtesy runner out of the equation, so probably lose a little speed on the base paths. Overall, a net win for the Hornets. Swing and a miss. Kind of looked like he was coming off his back foot. Ferguson not sure of himself, maybe. That one right down the middle. 0-2. Throwback on the way.
My.
That's going to get tossed way out of there, and no move. Try to strike him out, throw him out, but the throw was just a little bit off. But no damage done. And that'll take care of Ferguson. It's now 2 outs and a runner at first.
Second baseman, number 2, Brody Anderson.
And Brody Anderson, I believe I've been calling him Brady Anderson, but Mr. Dale just called him Brody, so I'm going to call him Brody. Up to bat, 2 outs. Top of the 6th.
Good pitch. Oh,
man.
Where was that?
Blah, blah, blah. Not sure about that. 1 ball, no strikes.
Childers has pitched very well tonight.
He really has. Came on in relief of Hunter Hancock, who also did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Hunter pitched well, except that 1 inning. Oh, my. Where in the world are these pitches?
About that. The strike zone has, I would say it's shrunk, but I'm not sure you could get any more in the middle of the plate than that. It must be low and just barely, because it looks right down the middle from up here.
It looks very similar to other pitches that have been strikes, so don't knock over the whole kit and caboodle there, Brent.
I'm not. Fouled that one off. Definitely a strike. Two-one count on the way. Just on the inside. Probably was a strike, but Mikey was set up outside. If you miss your spots, you're much less likely to get that call. 3-1 count. Childers needs to get just a little more under control here. That one fouled right in front of the plate. Now the count is full with 2 outs. Childers with a chance to get out of this one. And my ears hurt.
Brant's ears hurt.
My ears do hurt. These microphones, we have one headset that is really good, and the other 2 that we use, well, now the other one that we use, because the last one is now busted, and this other one that we used is not very, it's kind of well worn, we'll say.
I hear a lot of whining.
Yeah, because you're wearing the good headset.
Hear lots of whining.
Payoff pitch. That one was low. That one I'll agree with, and Anderson takes first. Brady moves to second. And that will bring up David Bishop, who has been on the mound the last couple of innings and done a pretty good job with a runner in scoring position.
Pitcher number 9, David Bishop.
It's interesting. The older I get, the younger high school girls look. Just looking out our window and saw some students here at the Westfield school.
Yeah,
should say high schoolers
that will
in
happen.
general. Still low. Childers having some trouble finding a strike zone all of a sudden.
But you will not see yourself as getting old, trust me, even when you are.
Oh, well, I hide my face with hair at this point in my life. And mostly it's my double chin, but it's everywhere else too. That one outside gets away from Mikey. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. Childers needs to calm down or he's going to lose control of this one. It's 2-0. Runners at second and third. That takes away your force at every base. Got to get this guy out. 2-run lead. That one outside again. 3-0. Excuse me. Yeah, it is 3-0. This is your 8-hole hitter. He has not gotten a hit all game. Grounded out to second and flown out to left.
Seven.
That one's in there for a strike. Childers finding a strike zone again.
So 3-1. The count. Let's see if he can come back in this at bat.
That one low. He stepped out of the way of that. So now bases are going to be loaded for John Reasoner, who has really struggled today.
Yeah, we may see a pitching change.
Yep. And we may see a different batter.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to see a pitching change.
Yeah, that's Reasoner headed out to the plate, but Coach Fitt's going to talk with the umpire and then probably head out and change his pitcher, like you said. Going to get a courtesy runner at first base. Going to take Bishop off, put on number 20. As soon as I get a name on him, I'll let you know.
Be interesting to see who looks like it's going to be Cole Miller.
Yep, number 16 coming onto the hill now.
We got a sonic pitch and change. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the rest of, hopefully it'll just be an out here in the top of the 6th inning, but we'll come back with the rest of that here shortly right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest. John Reasoner going to try his hand at the plate, and Cole Miller going to pitch to him. That one pops straight up and back over our heads. Strike one.
That'd have been cool if he would have got one pitch, one out.
Yeah, it would have. But unfortunately, no dice. But you can never argue with a first pitch strike. 0-1 to Reasoner. That one grounded. It hits
he's
the
out.
runner, so he's going to be out, and that'll take care of the inning. So that'll take care of that threat. And Westfield, we will go to, well, all the players are coming out of the dugout. Now they're going back in. All right.
Yeah.
I thought there was something that I didn't know going on.
Nah,
but anyway.
The ball hits the runner. He's out.
Yep. Bottom of the 6th. It is 5-3. Westfield with one more chance to add some insurance before we head to the 7th here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home. On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' nest. Westfield with a chance to add some insurance before the 7th inning here. See who they'll do it with. We'll roll over. Looks like the top of the order. No, going to go to Daniel Smith, then Michael Fitzpatrick, and then James Hayes. So some serious power coming up for the Hornets here.
Yeah, this would be the opportunity to score some more runs.
Top of the order, shortstop, number 14. Hunter.
This would be the group you would want up to.
This is going to be Spence. I don't know why I had him coming up last at bat, but apparently not. Wow. Interesting little Facebook video that Brett just showed me of Little League Baseball, I think, where there's always something fun that can happen. So Hunter Spence going to come up, top of the order. Hopefully he can continue his pretty strong night. Not going to do it staring at pitches like that, though.
No, that was a good pitch right there.
Curveball, dropped it in the bucket. Quickly, 0-2. David Bishop has come in relief and done a pretty good job thus far. And he takes care of Spence on 3 pitches.
Left fielder, number 4, Daniel Smith.
That'll bring up Daniel Smith. He is only 1 for 3, but deserves another hit. Got robbed by Tyron Mobley over in center, but was able to dump one into left center his last time up and has forced the outfield to shift a little bit. And that tries to go opposite way with that one, but it goes foul. Long neck, ice cold beer, never broke my heart. Playing that in between innings here at the nest, or in between halves of innings.
Good
That
hit.
one ripped. Shortstop on the grass. Throw over to first is in time, but the first baseman dropped it. So Daniel Smith is going to be safe. I'm going to charge that as an E3, I think.
Catcher, number 2, Michael Fitzpatrick.
I concur.
So a run, 1 on, 1 out for Michael.
Life is good. You know what I mean?
So speed on the base pass in front of the power hitter. And they'll flip it over to first just to let Daniel know that they know he's over there. Wonder how closely they're going to pitch to Mikey here. Daniel Smith is going to go, pitch outside. Throw is going to bounce up there and into center field. Daniel Smith going to head all the way to third. Nope, he's going to dive back, and he's going to be safe. Ooh, I thought he was going to call him out for a second, but stolen base, and a runner stands at second. Takes away the double play, if nothing else.
Ooh.
And that one hit Mikey right on the bicep. He didn't flinch.
Well, not a whole lot you can do about that.
Nope. So now runners at first and second for Hayes, who is 3 for 3 on the day and could really do some damage here.
See if James can break it open a little bit for the Hornets.
He will certainly try.
Ooh, he wanted to go down.
Yep. Tried to go opposite way for the third time today and went foul on him. The young lefty, 0-1. Curveball looped around and didn't catch the strike zone, 1-1. Opposite field again and again foul.
And he's upset.
Yep. That one was a lot closer, but he still couldn't pull it in. One and two here to Hayes. First time he's been behind all night.
God, look at that gap.
Yep,
Center field and right field.
And right center. And that one hit him. So that'll load the bases. Can't argue with that.
Nope.
Runners everywhere for Matt Huckabee, who has a chance to be a real hero tonight on this de facto senior night.
What a great, great, great song.
It's a really good song. I'm not sure how I feel about it as a walk-up song, though.
It's pretty good.
And we're going to have a pitching change here, a sonic call to the bullpen. I do believe.
So we will, I guess, take a quick break, come back with the rest of the sixth inning, and see if Westfield can tack some runs on right here on the middle. No, we're going to stay here. No sonic pitching change. Just kidding. False alarm.
Sykes fooled you.
Made you look.
Yeah, but David Bishop going to stay on the mound after hitting 2 batters in a row. And Matt Huckabee with a chance to really put a crooked number up on that scoreboard. Looks at ball 1 high.
Huckabee.
Is it Huckabee or Huckleby?
It's Huckabee. I'm just.
Yeah, it's like I just said. I have never seen an L in his name in the many times I've seen it.
I'm being silly.
Westfield dugout is having the time of their lives tonight.
No,
Bishop steps off and looks at all 3 of the runners.
They want to enjoy it.
That one inside, 2-0. And if you're Huckabee, you're figuring out what's his favorite pitch, and you are just sitting on it. I wonder if the Westfield dugout knows when an off-speed's coming. That one low, 3-0.
But that's their drum banging, their sign stealing, is that what you're saying?
And if I'm Huckabee, the bat's not coming off my shoulder. I'm standing straight up, not even considering swinging the bat. High and inside, and Bishop just walked in a run. Another RBI for Huckabee.
And we may see, let's see.
It is now 6-3 Westfield as Daniel Smith walks in to score. Now Travis McDonald with a chance to come up with the bases loaded.
They haven't made a move yet, so
Nope.
I guess they're going to
Play
ride
on.
it out.
Play on, player.
Play on, play it.
That one in there for a strike.
And Travis is saying, of course he had a throw strike when I got up.
Yeah, after the last couple of at-bats that this pitcher has had.
But you've got to take it because he struggled.
Absolutely.
Gone.
That one launched into left, still going back. That thing is off the
Hit
fence.
the fence. Dang, I thought that was gone.
Hit the fence. The left fielder was not able to catch it. That's going to be a two RBI double.
Man, I
for
thought that
Travis
was gone.
McDonald. I really thought it was too. It carried forever. But
that'd have been cool.
It
A
would've.
grand slam. Grand salami.
Grand salami here on this. Here for Travis McDonald. Has been a baseball player since for a very long time.
I don't
It is
know
now
if
8-3 Westfield.
I don't know if I pull him here. I mean, now the damage is done.
Yeah, at this point.
Unless you just want to throw somebody else, but
yep.
Looks like they are going to make a change.
Yep, a sonic call to the bullpen.
Looks like the first baseman is going to come over to pitch.
Yep, that is number 15, Zach Spivey. When we come back after this pitching change, Westfield will be up 8-3. Coming up will be Gray Brannon, who has had a pretty good night tonight, especially defensively, when we come back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
It's a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back. Gray Brannon up to bat for the Hornets. Really going to try to do some damage here as Zach Spivey takes his first pitches on the mound. It is currently 8-3 Westfield, and now all that they can do is hope to get out of here without any more damage being done, but that's a ball high. Mr. Dale pointing out, big hole between third and short. Doesn't matter as long as you don't get strikes thrown at you. 2-0. One high and one in the dirt. Let's see if Spivey can dial it in. That one right through that hole that Mr. Dale pointed out. That's going to be an RBI. At least one. Yep, and that'll be a station-to-station RBI single for Gray Brannon.
And that plates another.
It does. And this has been a very, very productive inning for Westfield.
Number 16, Cole Miller.
9-3.
You like to keep the merry-go-round going on innings like this.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. Runner goes from first. They're gonna chase the runner at third back, so that'll be a no contest for Gray Brannon.
It's 9-3.
This is Cole Miller up to bat. I don't know if I said that already. That one caught the strike zone. Oh, 0-2 here to Miller. Tried to golf that one into left center. There's a big gap over there, but no dice. Dugout's getting a little off rhythm over there. 0-2 here to Miller. Skies that one foul. Back behind our heads. Count will stay 0-2.
Watch out.
Fouled it off again. Good job of Cole Miller staying alive here. Chasing back, had the daylight play on, and nothing good can come of this. Now Hayes is in a rundown. Or excuse me, that's McDonald in a rundown between home and third. And he's still going. Now Travis McDonald was in a rundown. He got back to third, but instead.
That was Gray Brannon at second.
Yep, Gray Brannon at second is going to be cut off. So that'll take care of him. And now 2 outs and an 0-2 count here to Cole Miller. The daylight play got him. I should say nightlight play, I guess. Floodlight play.
Ooh, that's skied. Out of play.
Right on top of that. Someone's F-150 just got hit, I feel.
Not mine.
Not mine. Well, I don't drive an F-150, but
I was about to say, when did you start driving an F-150?
I drive a Colorado.
West
Chevrolet.
Virginia.
Blue Ridge Mountains. All right. 0-2 here to Miller. Check to swing, 1-2 on the outside. Mountains, going like a bee. That's a boat. Take me here.
It's a great rendition.
Thank you. 2-2, that one low. Cole Miller with a really, really long at bat here.
West Virginia.
Deuces wild. Haven't said that in a while.
Deuces are.
That one high, full count. Good job, Cole Miller, getting back in the count here.
Oh, country road. Man, things have slowed down.
They really have since I said it was a quick-moving game. That one's on me.
Kiss of death.
Typically. That one squibbed off the end of the bat, right to second base, flipped to first. That'll end the inning. But Westfield scratches 4 across, makes it 9-3. Big lead going into the 7th inning. Last chance for the Cougars here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri High Y and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Welcome back here to the Hornets' nest. A surprise pitching change here for the Hornets.
Sonic pitching change.
Yep. Michael Fitzpatrick going to get some of his first work on the mound that I think I've ever seen. But throwing hard out there because wouldn't have it any other way. But a 6-run lead, you can maybe afford to throw him out there. Probably has always wanted to pitch, but just never really gotten a chance to. And going to roll over to the top of the order here for the Hornets. Tate Marks is going to be leading off for the Cougars, assuming they don't change anything.
Let's see if Mikey can come in and shut him down.
That would certainly be the goal, I would assume, if he can throw strikes. We know he can throw hard, or we would think he can. All he's got to do is just hit his spots.
Throw strikes.
Get it over the plate.
Good music.
It is good music. Music.
Leading off the Cougar 7th.
What you laughing about over there?
I'll show you at break. I'll show you when we break. Tate Marks coming up to bat now.
Hopefully that's after a Hornet victory.
Yep. Ooh. And Mikey just about hit Marks. Not a great start. Throwing as hard as he can out there, which is really hard. But you got to be able to throw strikes. 1-0 count here to Marks, who's not had much success today, 0 for 3. That one right down the middle, 1-1. Keep throwing that, Mikey.
Yep. Can't go wrong with throwing strikes.
Most of the time, these kids will get themselves out anyway. That one skied foul, makes the count 1-2.
Well, you throw as hard as him and Childers do, and you throw strikes, you're not going to get a whole lot of them to catch up with it and
tough to beat.
Be able to do a whole lot with it.
And now a car alarm's going off.
Ooh. Tried
that one.
Snap off the curve.
Bounced up there, no dice. 2-2.
I think you're going back to the old number 1 pitch right here.
Fastball, blow it right by him.
That was just off the plate.
Yep. Not quite catch it. Full count. Come on, Mikey. Sit him down. Nope, tried to go that top right corner, or top right from our perspective, but didn't get the call. Leadoff walk, never a great start.
Number 7, Cameron Mobley.
Mobley.
It's 1 on, nobody out for Mobley. Lefty takes a big hack at the first pitch. Can't find it. 0-1. Be pretty cool if Mikey could get him to ground out right to the shortstop here. Or just keep doing that. 0-2, blew 2 right by him.
Either way.
Throw that same pitch again, Mikey. See if he can speed his bat up. Threw that one way high. 1-2. Fouled that one off. Mobley staying alive.
There you go.
There it is. Swing and a miss. Couldn't speed his bat up. That'll sit down Mobley and bring up Spivey with a 1 on and 1 out. Big swing and a miss. Can't speed up their bats fast enough to catch up to Mikey's fastball. Threw it inside. That's going to be fouled out of play, and 0-2 again.
Mikey's done a good job after the walk, getting back ahead in both of these last 2 counts. Let's see if he can get that out pitch like he did the last at bat. Curveball.
Ooh, boy. High and tight fastball.
Don't want to miss it there.
Spivey ducked out of the way. Well, Mr. Dale, sometimes if the pitcher doesn't know where it's going, batter sure doesn't know where it's going.
He knows where it's going.
Are you sure about that?
He knew where that one was going. He's throwing good. Y'all get off Mikey.
He's throwing good. He's throwing all right.
Until he earholes somebody.
Yeah. She very nearly did to Spivey. And dadgum, if I remember correctly, the first pitch he threw to Tate Marks was a little high and inside.
Curve. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Catch that one clean. That's probably strike 3.
Probably. Not a bad pitch at all, especially for someone who's just pretty much been throwing heaters this whole time. But 2-2 now. Swing and a miss sits him down.
Fan 2.
Yep. And now Caleb Coffey.
Catcher number 13, Caleb Coffey.
Is the last chance for the Cougars. Excuse me. Runner on first, 2 out.
Something's smelling good. Maybe I'm just that hungry. Oh.
That one thrown way outside. We're going to call that one a wild pitch.
How do they lay off pitches this close?
That's from Major League, isn't it?
Yeah, Harry Doyle.
Yep.
Just a bit outside.
So Caleb Coffey ahead in the count, and there's a runner at
That's what we're going to have to do during this period of downtime for sports is just watch sports movies.
Oh yeah, I'm about to rewatch every single Iron Bowl since 1989 that Auburn has won.
You're not going to watch the ones they've lost?
Yeah, 1983. I'll watch every single one since 1983. That was the Bo over the top game for anybody who doesn't know.
You weren't alive then.
Bo Jackson's
I was
freshman
born that year.
I was certainly not alive then. Big hack. Can't come up with anything.
He took a cut at that one.
Yep. Coffey seems a little off balance every time he swings. He's not putting any power into the bat. Seems like the fulcrum of his swing is his his body going straight up and down. It's kind of not that time, but still can't come up with anything. And now deuce is wild, and Mikey can end it here.
Pay close attention. This could be the last one. Last pitch.
It will be the last one for a while.
That's what I'm saying. For a while, it could be the last pitch. But deuce is still wild as he fights it off, trying to stave off that final out.
Yeah, again, we have no idea how long this cancellation is going to last, so soak it up, folks. Sports are going to be gone for a while at just about every level.
Just a suspension, not a cancellation of the season.
That's true, but
just to clarify.
At least till mid-April.
Yeah, April 10th right now.
Inside, he swung at it.
And that's the ball
Mikey
game.
takes care of it, and that'll be your game. Michael Fitzpatrick strikes out the side after giving up a leadoff walk.
And we'll go right into our Westfield Booster Club post-game show. And first, let's just go ahead and thank our sponsors, Phil Brandon.
You didn't the players for a second where they're like, should we shake hands? Now they're going to bump elbows. They were all shaking their hats at each other. They're just going to bump hats, bump elbows. Everybody stay safe, seriously. 9-3, Westfield, your winner here. Before we sign off, everybody, please just stay safe. We'll do our best to keep you updated. Take this thing seriously. The jokes are funny, but this is actually a pandemic now. It's everywhere, and there's no being completely safe from it. So just take every necessary precaution. Wash your hands. Take showers daily. You know the drill. But we'll move right into our Westfield Booster Club post-game show.
Finish thanking our sponsors, Phil Brandon, Ford of Perry, obviously the Westfield School Booster Club, the Amos family, Sonic Drive-In, Sonova Securities, and the ABE Group. And our ABE Group player of the game,
I got to go with James Hayes.
Okay.
4 for 4, and I think 4 RBIs on the night. Just a great night for the freshman. He's got a lot to look forward to. Maybe not this season, but maybe. We'll see. We really don't know. So signing off here from the Hornets Nest for a little while. I'm Brant Daughtry, being joined by Brett Taylor. Thank you for watching, everybody. Westfield a winner here tonight.